Hello everybody, hope they are good. Bitcoin filled the week at 49k. This week here that we've been talking about for a week. It got 100% filled, but not only that, it actually went above it. It went beyond it, okay? And now we're around $50,000 milestone. Wow. Of course, 50,000 is a psychological level. It's a round number, but of course, 50,000 is more a psychological level than 49,000. 50,000 sounds like, sounds quite strong. So of course, we're going to see some manipulation in the chart around this level. It always happens. We're going to talk about something that I'm seeing in this area here with all those wicks. But first, I will take you to the weekly time frame and see where the next potential targets to the upside could be. Because if we really look at the left of what has happened previously, there is not much resistance in this area, okay? Because if you notice from here, all the way to 65k even, there is not that much resistance, okay? Well, 60k, because here in this area there might be some resistance, okay? But yeah, all the way from 50,000 to 60,000, there is not much resistance. The only resistance that I see in the chart is here, and that's at 52,000. All right, so we could say that if Bitcoin continues going up and it goes above 52,100 and consolidates above this zone, then yes, we're gonna go to 60k very quickly. Well, at least that's what I see, okay? Then at 60k, you're gonna see another resistance. If you go above it, you're gonna see new highs. But those will be the targets that I see to the upside. 52,000, next strong resistance. And after 52,000, there is really nothing on the way all the way to 60k. Okay, that's an $8,000 move. That's a huge move. We're talking about around a 15% move, maybe. Let's check. So all the way to 60,000. Yeah, that's literally 16% dollars move. All right. So that would be an interesting zone to watch if we continue going up. All right. Also to the upside, to be honest, you got here a couple of liquidity pools. You got yourself one there, and also, of course, this one. Okay. So the upside is not limited. You can still continue pushing price higher and higher and higher. The only thing is that if we go into the 4 hours time frame, there is a thing that I don't really like here. All right, and you're gonna see it straight away. What happened here at 48,000? And we talked about this on yesterday's video, I think it was. We talked about all these wicks to the downside, but price was not progressing any further. If you notice, what the market maker was doing is spike price lower with those wicks, and the market maker was building his longs at the lowest area inside this zone. Okay, because obviously, why should he build longs at 48,500 when he can build longs at 48,000 or 47,900? So with all these wicks, what it's telling you is that the market maker was building his longs. But now if you notice, we have something similar, but in the opposite side. Wicks to the upside, but price not progressing any further. Did you guys see that? So why is that telling us? It could be telling us that the market maker is starting to prepare some shorts. Okay? Of course, with those shorts, we don't know if the market maker is going to aim this area around here, or this area here, or even lower. Why not? But to me, what is telling me here that in the chart is that careful with those wicks. Because if we don't break out of this zone, okay, if we don't start consolidating in this area here, then that is telling me that the market maker is going to favor lower prices very soon. And it's going to basically prepare a long squeeze. Long squeeze is when all the market is heavily positioned in longs, which, if it's quite easy to understand that with this parabolic move to the upside, and now also hitting a psychological level that it's 50,000, there is going to be a lot of retail traders opening longs, and those are called late long positions. Those are usually the guys that pay the price, okay? And that's usually when a retrace comes. So I cannot be bullish in terms of day trading at 50,000. I've been bullish in the last 7 days. And you guys have seen, even I was bullish at 48,000 because I knew we were going to go to 49,000. We even got higher to 50,000. But at this moment in the chart that I start to see all these wicks to the upside, price not progressing any further, quite similar to what we saw here, but in the opposite direction. all that the chart is telling me is that the market maker might be preparing some shorts. Okay, and this is the 4-hour time frame, which is quite painful to see this, okay, because that's quite a powerful signal. So I've decided to personally open a short of 50,000. Let's see where that goes. Of course, I'm prepared because I'm watching the chart. I'm tracking the chart all day. So if we start to break around this zone over here, okay, that is where my trade will be invalid, because we're gonna see, if that's the case, we're gonna see consolidation before continuation. Okay, it is still possible that we see a spike higher above these wicks. That will be a stop hunt in case there are any traders preparing shorts like me here, and they are setting their stop losses above this resistance. Okay, so yeah, there is still a chance to see a spike above this area and then a fast drop below this zone. That would basically give me confirmation, and I would add here to my shorts again at 50,000, but with more conviction. But if, in the other hand, we start to see consolidation above this level, then I get out of my short and I'm gonna favor a scalp long all the way to 52,000. Okay, I hope that was clear, guys. Now we're gonna go to high block capital. We're gonna go to the liquidation levels, because we were starting to see there that the liquidations delta was increasing very fast, providing the idea that a long squeeze might be in play. So I want to check what those liquidations say today, and try to make sense of it. Welcome to high block capital. You guys are not familiar with this. We're gonna check the liquidation levels straight away. Let's see if this loads. There it goes. Let me change the settings to max liquidity. Remember to take the numbers with a pinch of salt, because they are not real, but we can use them as reference, because usually when the liquidations delta is between 20 and 30 billion dollars, that's usually when we see a retrace. Right now we are at 25 billion dollars of long liquidations cumulative, and that is telling you that the market is heavily positioned in long positions, and a long squeeze might be the next move for the market maker. Of course, I might be completely wrong, but that's why we have invalidations and targets in the opposite direction also, okay? And we know the triggers of how to switch that position. But right now, seeing those wicks to the upside, but price not progressing any further in the 4 hours time frame, along with the delta liquidations, $25 billion, that's a lot, okay? Again, it's not $25 billion, it's a lot less, obviously. It's in millions, but I have experience with this chart, and I use it as reference. But anybody that has been using the liquidations levels with the max liquidity setting knows that this is a lot of liquidity still, okay? And that's when a long squeeze might be in play. Look at the spikes to the right, a lot of spikes to the downside. So careful with that, guys, okay? Because if you open Twitter, I mean, you can just open Twitter and see that everybody's been euphoric at the moment. Why? Well, because we've reached 50,000. It's a psychological level. This could, in principle, be a move to create this euphoria across traders, and that's why they hit exactly 50,000. That's why we're consolidating about 50,000, and then that's when the retrace might come. Okay, so that's what I'm favoring. That's the narrative that I'm favoring. Again, it doesn't mean that I'm right. We're gonna go to the liquidation heat map, 7 days time frame, and here you're gonna see that there is a counter argument. That is, that in the 7 days time frame, we can see also some liquidity at 51,700. Okay, and if you notice, that's basically next to our 52,000 level. So again, you can use it as a counter argument, or you can use it as Confluence, that if we break or if we get acceptance above 50,400, then you have there a very nice move to the upside all the way to 51,700 and 52,000. Right? So I'm not using this chart to scare me out of that short, but basically to give me confidence and conviction that if I change into a long, if we break above 50,400, then my trade is going to be right, and I'm not going to be wrong again. All right? So it's a thing of mindset. I don't know how you guys approach to the chart when you see counter arguments like this. I'm sure that some people would decide to cut that short because this Confluence is not with them. But I go with the chart mainly. the chart is telling me that there is a chance of a retrace. I'm gonna take that with obviously the according risk management. But if we get acceptance about 50,400, that's what I've switched into a long position, and I'm scalping this move all the way to 51,700 and 52,000. I hope that was clear, and I want to take it back to the chart because I want to show you a little surprise. So regarding trading setups and technical analysis, that's all that I wanted to say. I don't have more analysis for you, but I want to show you a little surprise. By the way, starting to drop. If we continue dropping and we break below this zone here, then we're gonna start to look for these liquidity pools here. Now you might ask, but how do you know these are liquidity pools? Well, because I've been working on an indicator for many months, and that indicator is gonna mark all the liquidity pools of interest like this, okay? You've seen that it doesn't take any time to load. It's very fast, and it shows you straight away the liquidity pools in the chart. Also the wicks. Earlier, it was showing this wicks here. Hang on, let me remove the trading sessions. That's something also that you can customize. Okay, so let's see if that goes. There you go. And you can see that it also shows the wicks, okay? This one was marking earlier. It marks the 50% and also the 100% of the wick. That wick just got filled. Also, we had another one here. It got filled by another wick. Now, that wick, it doesn't need to get filled because it's filling a previous wick, to be honest. So this is the type of things that I'm going to try to change in the indicator, because this wick shouldn't be showing. Still, we pretty much filled the 50% of the wick, only by $10. By the way, look at that, Bitcoin is starting to drop heavily. So that's very good, because that means I'm making money. But my point is that we drop now below this level that we are right now. Then we're going to start to enter this liquidity pool over here. And once we enter the liquidity pool, we should continue retracing it. Okay? And of course, if you jump again into this liquidity pool over here, you're going to continue retracing it. So that's basically the thing that is going to help me to decide where I'm taking profits. You also have here the 1 hour 50 MA. By the way, the indicator includes the 1 hour 50 MA. By the way, look at that. It's starting to retrace. Wow. Look at that candle. Wow. All right. Careful with the 1 hour 50 MA, because that's the level that we could see some support. But insane, guys. I mean, I'm sad because I was basically finishing the video and I was going to upload it. But at least you can see how it's playing out, what we've been saying, okay? Go to the 4 hours time frame. You're going to see this more clear. Let me remove this indicator, okay? Wicks to the upside price not progressing any further means that the market maker was building shorts, okay? Go to the 1 hour time frame. You can start to see that playing out in the chart. Now, of course, you have to see how it plays out this 1 hour 50 MA. We've already started to retrace this liquidity pool. The liquidity pool should get updated once this candle closes. Boom. That's basically showing you that the indicator is working well. That's what I want to show you. I just posted on Telegram, and the Telegram channel is free, by the way. You can join a whole post about how we've been working in this indicator. It's been basically trial and error, because there is no indicator anywhere that marks you the wicks or the liquidity pools. That's something that we've made up. So it was very difficult to code so far what we have. Still it needs some work. We're going to open the beta very soon, probably in March. That beta test will probably last a few months until the indicator is 100% ready. And you guys are going to be able to join the beta test. We'll create a separate Telegram chat dedicated only for this, to give ideas, feedback about the indicator, to make it better, to make it stronger. And only students from the course, because those are familiar with the trading system, will get access to the beta, to the indicator. It's going to be an invite-only indicator as in the beta. And also, of course, any active traders using my referral link, because that's a fantastic way to support my content. So that's basically everything that I want to tell you regarding Bitcoin. Let's see how it starts to play out. I would like to see this candle closing below this low. So it still has 20 minutes. Let's see how it closes. that way will be telling me that the next potential support will be the 50 MA. You break it, and we're gonna start retracing even this liquidity pool to the downside. Now, if that's not the case, and we don't close the candlestick below this low here, or the 50 MA acts as support, then we're gonna see some more consolidation here. When the market maker could continue building shorts until we see the opposite. That would be acceptance above 50,400, and that would push price to 52k. So I hope that was clear, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.